Hello strangers, I have really missed you all. It has been a really long time since I have filmed a video for you, which is really bad and I do apologise. I am genuinely sorry for the lack of videos on my channel currently, but that is going to change because basically I was having a little bit of some issues with money. You know the drill, guys. We can't always be getting new things and everything all the time, and I had no ideas. The weather has been absolutely insane. I know it's been nice and sunny and warm, but filming inside with all the windows shut and wearing full-on actual clothes is quite difficult in this weather, so I kind of had no energy, or I wasn't kind of in the mood to sit down and film because I am not someone who deals with the hot weather really well, unfortunately. But anyway, I will address the elephant in the room, which is I have had my hair cut. So this is my new hair. I hope you guys really like it. I love it. I am feeling it. It was inspired by Ollie Alexander from Years and Years, the band, who I am a really big fan of as of recently. And also I have no nails, which is something I feel quite, conscious about. But hey, we are all friends here, and I can show you my bare nails and everything will be okay. First world problem. So basically this video is going to be a story time, and I haven't done a video like this in quite a while, maybe a year since I did a story time. So today I do advise you as well to go back and watch my coming out story and my homophobic school story time video because I am really proud of those and they might help you. So anyway, today's video is going to be all about finding love and feeling like you won't find love. And basically what I am referring to here is because I am a boy in makeup and I am very effeminate and feminine. I own that. I don't hate myself, I love myself, not in a vain way, but I love who I am and the person I have managed to become in a world and a society where people are really compressed and boxed in and made to be one thing, whereas gender norms and everything, I kind of break all of those. But yes, basically I'm here going to give you some of my stories of bad things that happened when I was trying to find love, because right now I am with my boyfriend of 3 years, which is insane, and I love him so much. He is amazing, and I never thought I would find someone who loved me for me completely, didn't want to change a thing about me, loved me unconditionally no matter what I look like, whether I like my nails or my makeup. He doesn't mind, and I love that. But that isn't to say that I didn't have my own fair share of bad people I come into contact with over dating apps and etc. When I was around, say, 17, we will say 17, I started to get onto dating apps, which I know is wrong because basically you have to be 18 to go onto those, but I lied. Yes, I hold my hands up, I lied on those apps, but hey, whatever, I found my boyfriend because of that lie, so, I went on there. And obviously, everyone goes through all of the idiots and people just sending you inappropriate pictures and inappropriate messages. I got asked constantly, would I wear a schoolgirl outfit? I'm are you absolutely off your rocker? No way. People seen me as some kind of fetish, which I can't tell you how undermining and so degrading that is to be yourself. And because you are yourself, people see you as a fetish and something that is kind of wrong, because I would get people who were married, or they would tell me they were married, and they would be it's okay if I talk to you or we do something because you look like a girl anyway. And I was one, you're cheating on whoever you're with, which is wrong in itself. Then you justify it by saying I look like a girl, so that makes it okay. I spoke to the most random messed up people, and the second I knew they were messed up, I was block. But honestly, I would get the most weirdest, old men, tell me where you are, I'll pick you up at this time, and I was like, are you insane? I was 17 and he was like 40. I thought, okay, so there is a dark side to going on to, like, let's say Grindr, which I don't advise anyone to go on. Like, if you are a gay male, please do not go on to Grindr unless you are looking for like a hookup and, you know, to get down to whatever. But if you are looking for a relationship and a relationship with substance and, you know, feelings, I wouldn't go on to Grindr. Grindr is for, you know what, we know what we're talking about here, sex. That is what people go on to Grindr for mainly. I wouldn't say you're gonna find the Romeo of your dreams on Grindr, but hey, you might have. Let me know if anyone is watching this and has found someone they are with, like in a proper relationship, from Grindr, because I would like to know. Anyway, so Grindr was a big fail. I just got constant inappropriate pictures and weird old men and like people saying, oh my god, like, will you do this? And I was like, no. So then I went onto Tinder, and Tinder was an absolute joke. It was a mess. So people on there would like match with me, and I would go to message them, and then they would like, you know, unmatch me, and I'm like, you must have had to like, you know, swipe a certain way for me to have matched with you. What changed your mind in that short amount of time? But I was like, okay, whatever, like, I'm not gonna get upset about a stranger who has kind of like unmatched me on Tinder. I was a bit like took back by it, but I wasn't devastated by it, you know what I mean? So anyway, Tinder was a little bit of like, same situation. People were very inappropriate. People were on there for one thing only, one track mind, and I was sitting there like, I always, from a very early age of like understanding relationships and whatnot, I wanted to be in a loving, loyal relationship. I never wanted like one night stands. I never wanted to be with someone on like a, you know, just sleep with them basis where you weren't together. I wanted to be in a proper relationship, so I made it plain on all of my like apps that is what I wanted. I forgot to mention this like from the beginning, but anyway, from like the age of say like 15, I was on Twitter because I was like a die-hard Jessie J fan. Like, I absolutely adored her. I came into contact with people who were also fans of her on Twitter. And I started to talk to this boy who was from Scotland, and he was a really nice guy, I thought. And obviously, like, I had never spoken to a boy in a romantic way. I felt like this was something new to me, something I hadn't experienced, but I wanted to because I came out when I was 14 years of age, and I always knew I was gay. I always knew I liked boys. I never had that doubt in my mind, so it was kind of exciting for me to have a conversation with another boy about, you know, like maybe getting together was kind of like the thing in a relationship, not getting together, like, you know. But it turns out as time went on, and I am not blaming him or blaming anyone in a situation like this, so he wasn't out to his family, and I understood that, and he was saying basically if we did get together and like meet, it would have to be kind of secretive, and I was a bit like, I never ever wanted to be someone's secret. But at the time I was young, and I was like, okay, like whatever, like, you know, I didn't know what I was doing really. I was just like new to it all. Anyway, so he said, okay, so we can FaceTime, and I was really excited. But it turns out to FaceTime, he had to go to his nana's house who was away, hide under her table, under a tablecloth, and like FaceTime me that way. But I felt so like, I felt like it was sordid, like it was something wrong and dirty. And I thought, I don't like the way this is like, you know, going. And that kind of affected me because I feel for people in situations where they can't come out, and I get that, like, I am not saying he was like wrong for that. He was wrong for something else, but he wasn't wrong for that. But I said like, look, I don't want to be hidden away. Like, if we are going to get together, then I want to be together, not like hidden under your table to speak to me. So anyway, we stopped speaking for a while. Then anyway, he popped up to me like a month later, and he was like, basically at the time I was speaking to him, I did my foundation and my brows. But then by this point I had started to do like eyeshadow, I was doing wearing winged eyeliner, I was wearing lipstick and like contour, you know, I was getting into makeup. And he was like, why have you started to wear like all that makeup? Do you want to be a girl? Like, are you confused? And I found it to be really small-minded, and he really hurt my feelings because I thought, how could you say that? Like, I spoke to you for all that time and now you are saying this to me after not speaking. And he made me feel so stupid. I just stopped speaking to him straight away.
Block.
He was like my first kind of introduction to speaking to someone in a romantic light. So now I will move on to Plenty of Fish, which is where I met my boyfriend, and I am so happy with him, like I said. Like, I think Plenty of Fish is the best site if you are looking for a relationship, because my brother and his girlfriend also met on there, and I know a couple of other people who have found each other through Plenty of Fish. I think it's got a higher success rate than like other sites. Obviously, I had my fair share of weirdos on there as well. People wanting that one thing again, and I was thinking, what am I going to do? Because at one point I deleted all of my apps and I thought, that isn't going to work. I need to meet people in real life. But where I live, it isn't very open. Everyone is very small-minded. It's a very small place, very gender norm situations where you gotta be a man, you gotta be a woman, like anything in between is you look down at. Like, not everyone, because some people around here are nice people, but majority of the people are very judgmental, and I get the stares, I get the comments. I was bullied in school. But yeah, I live in a very reserved area, which is something I found a little bit difficult growing up, but I always stood up for myself. I always wanted to be who I was. I always made a stand to be who I was. Even through school, I wore makeup, and I was adamant that I would never let myself be turned into something I'm not, because I know who I am, and whether people like that or not, that is who I am. Like, I can't be anybody else but me, and I've always been very true to myself in every aspect of my life. So basically, I was on Plenty of Fish after I went off it, and then I went back onto it. I was speaking to people, it wasn't working, it was just getting a bit like, I thought, what's the point? Like, I'm just gonna be alone forever. And basically, growing up, I always felt like I was never going to be loved and appreciated and accepted by someone for me, like, completely myself. Like, I always felt someone would want me to change, want me to be a different person because I am too out there. I'm like, you know, too different for people to want or accept, and people might not understand that I want to be a boy. Obviously, like, I'm a boy and I want to wear makeup. I like being feminine. It's who I am. Like, it's who I am inside. I love my nails. I wear leggings. I am not opposed to being in that in-between section of, like, I don't think girl things and boy things should be a thing. It should be just like for everyone. So clothes shouldn't be exclusive to one gender. Makeup isn't exclusive to one gender. Nothing is. We can all do what we want. I hate nothing more than when I see a mother or a father with their child in a shop, and the child will want, like, say, a girl toy, but he's a boy, and the mum will make a big song and dance about it, go mad, and it makes me so upset because I feel like, what are we? What is this world and this generation and the past generations? Like, what's going on? We are not moving forward. We are moving forward in so many ways, don't get me wrong, but this world is so far from, like, true equality and true acceptance for LGBTQ people. That is my personal opinion. I feel we have a very long way to go, which is sad. I do feel like we are going in the right direction, but I feel like sometimes we take too many steps back. We have to, like, you know, stand up for ourselves and, you know, make a stand and be who we are, and I feel like that will make things move forward. But basically, I always felt I would never ever find someone who wanted me to be myself completely and still love me. And obviously I have, but at the time I would cry in my bed. I know, very dramatic, but I would dream of getting married and dream of being in a relationship like my friends, and I always wanted that connection with someone, but I never felt I would personally get it and that I deserved it. I always felt like it wasn't for me, it wasn't going to happen for me. My mum would always say, like, it is, just give it time, you've got all this time, you're only young, and I would sit there saying, but I don't think it's gonna happen, and obviously I was wrong. And this is what I'm trying to say in this video, is that don't ever think you are not enough for someone. Don't ever think that just because you are different or just because you are who you are, that someone out there won't want you or won't don't love you for you completely 110%.
8 hours later.
Basically, on Plenty of Fish, before I started to speak to my boyfriend, I came into contact with a very vile, a very messed up individual who had a nasty personality, but I couldn't see it at first, or maybe I did, but I didn't want to see it. But I started to speak to him on Plenty of Fish. He was also older than me, and I was like, oh my god, he really likes me, and we might meet up and get to know each other, and I was really excited. He seemed really nice, and he had a really nice tone about him when he was talking to me. I thought he was respectful. Anyway, we decided to FaceTime, and I FaceTimed him without any makeup on because my photos had makeup on at the time, and the first thing he said to me when I opened up the FaceTime was, oh my god, you are so ugly without makeup.
Well, aren't you a treat?
And now, I can't tell you, like, I cannot tell you how much that hurt me, how much that kind of, like, knocked down my self-esteem, because I always felt very ugly without my makeup on, and then for someone who I thought liked me in, like, that way, said to me, oh my god, you are ugly without makeup, it hurt, like, it really hurt, and I can't tell you that it didn't. And I was an idiot enough to stay on FaceTime and still speak to him, but I was so, like, conscious, and I felt so, like, on edge every time we would speak after that. But I allowed him to speak to me like that, and this was all over, like, FaceTime, text messages, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm not talking in person, but it still had a mental effect on me. So then it would turn into, he would call me stupid constantly. He would always say, you are so stupid, you are so thick, didn't you go to school? Because I wouldn't know where something was or a place was, he would always be like, oh my god, you are so stupid, but in a horrible way. And I would think, oh my god, like, am I genuinely like that stupid? So he started to eat away at me in a really, really mental way. He was kind of like making me think about everything I was doing. I was constantly thinking what he would think of me. Like, one night I was walking back from my friend's house and I rang him up and I said, can I talk to you whilst I walk home, because I do suffer from, like, panic attacks, anxiety. And he was like, oh my god, stop being a baby, like, what you doing? Walk home and then ring me when you get home and then I will talk to you. I am not talking to you whilst you walk home. So I was like, okay, fair enough, okay, so I'll ring you when I get home. So I put the phone down and I thought, wow, like, this guy wants to meet me and he wants to be in a relationship with me, I thought, and he won't even talk to me on the way home from somewhere late at night. Weird. So then I got in and he started to talk about his ex-boyfriend a lot. Basically, his ex was a drag queen, or did become a drag queen during their relationship, and he said he didn't like it and he didn't understand it, and I was a bit confused by that because drag queens to me are amazing. I love Drag Race, I love everything about drag, I think it's so amazing and it's so empowering. I love everything that drag is about. So for him to say that he thought it was weird made me feel uncomfortable, because I was a boy in makeup and I was different, and it made me feel empowered to see people being themselves. So for him to say that was really off-putting. Like, I felt really weird about that. But then he would send me photos of his ex-boyfriend in and out of drag, and I was like, why am I seeing these photos? Do you still, like, you know, talk to him? He said no, they ended on, like, bad terms. I was like, fair enough, but why are you sending photos of him to me? Why are we talking about him constantly? And then he started to tell me that he wouldn't want to hold hands in public because he would be embarrassed of me. Yeah, like, embarrassed of me. Can you believe that? Like, I couldn't believe it. So I was like, seriously? He's like, yeah, no holding hands, no, like, affection showing in public. We would have to walk next to each other, but not, like, you know, touch each other in a romantic way. No kissing, no nothing. And I thought, oh my god, so this is again like a secret situation, kind of like a hidden, dirty secret that couldn't be shown out in public, like it was something foul and dirty and grotty. I was so not feeling it, but I still talk to him. Like, I was desperate at that time. I will tell you the truth. I was desperate to be liked and to be loved, and I wanted someone to want me, and the fact that he did, even though he treated me so badly. I like the idea of someone wanting me, which is so sad now. I never want anyone to go through that because you are worth more. You do not have to let yourself be treated like absolute garbage to be with someone, because there is someone out there that's going to treat you like a princess or a prince. So that was that. Then he was like, what are you going to wear when we meet up? So I said I was going to wear like leggings and a top and my boots and whatever. And he went, leggings? And I went, yeah. He's like, no, I don't want you to wear leggings, like, that's too far, like, stop. So I was like, what do you mean? Like, I have wore leggings for a long time now. He said, I don't like it, like, they're for girls and you're a boy. I know you are feminine, but you're a boy. I don't want you wearing leggings. I would be so embarrassed of you. And I couldn't believe it again. Like, I thought, whoa, like, whoa, everything about me he is really telling me is wrong. So then he was like, what about your makeup? Are you going to keep it, like, you know, natural? So I was like, at that time, I wore red lipstick all of the time. And I was like, oh, so I might do, like, a gold eye and red lips. And he was like, okay, look, I've got to say it. I don't want you wearing red lipstick. So I went, what do you mean, like, on the date? He went, no, full stop. So I said, oh, hell no! No, I like, really like red lipstick, and I think it suits me, and I said, that is a part of me that I love. Like, I love doing my makeup, I love mixing it up, and red lipstick to me is something I really enjoy. He said, oh, right. Oh, okay then. So you want to wear red lipstick over being in love? Like, you would rather wear red lipstick rather than being with someone and being in love? And I said, whoa, no, like, I don't mean it like that, but why can't I have both? Like, why can't I be with you and why can't I wear red lipstick at the same time? He said, it's too much. It is too much. People would be staring at you and I couldn't take it. So I said, well, I'm used to it, like, and that's who I am. Like, I have worked so very hard to be the person I am today. He said, no, you've got to look. He said, you've got to look. I am not going to be with you if you are wearing red lipstick, wearing leggings, and everything like that. I was starting to paint my nails. He didn't want that either. So basically, when I would go out with my friends around that time, I would be doing my makeup thinking, is this too much? Am I putting too much on? Like, I should put a nude lipstick on. Maybe one that you can't really see, like, not too much mascara, not too much highlight. And I thought, oh my god, I am literally controlled by him without even meeting him. And I sat there and I thought, I can't do this. I cannot do this to myself. I have worked so very hard to be the person I am, to be so proud of myself, to be me completely, and I thought, am I really going to throw that all away for someone who is so horrible and so disgusting to me? Like, I am worth way more than that. And I thought, okay, I need to walk away from this situation. I need to get myself out of this even before I meet him, because now I think about it and I think, what if I met him, and what if, like, I did get into a relationship with him and he started to really control me? Like, it really scares me, because even without meeting, he had already started to control what I wore, how I wore my makeup, how I presented myself. He kind of made me feel more in a box than I had ever felt in my whole entire life. And I thought, okay, no, enough is enough. Like, I rang him up and I said, I can't do it. I can't meet you. I can't be with you because you are way too much. You are obsessed with your ex. You want me to not wear makeup like I like to wear my makeup. You don't want to hold hands. I can't wear clothes I want to wear. Like, you have said to me already before we have met that you are embarrassed of me. You think I am thick. You know, I said, it ain't gonna work. He said, you are really telling me because of those reasons that you don't want to be with me. I said, I am telling you yes because of those reasons. I don't want to be with you in any way, shape or form.
I ain't never gonna let a man get me down, crazy crackers!
He said, you'll come back. You'll text me tomorrow. I said, no, I won't. And I was crying because at this point, I was so downtrodden. I was so beaten up mentally that I thought, oh my god, I am so fed up. I said, I am getting out of this. Like, I'm gone. So I put the phone down. He was texting me, like, please talk to me. Why are you doing this? I thought we were meeting. And I said, look, stop texting me. Stop speaking to me. I am done with you. You are not for me, and I'm not for you, clearly. So I said, you need to go and work on your sexuality, because I feel like you are, like, ashamed of yourself. You are embarrassed and ashamed of being gay, which, like I said before, I do feel for people who have certain situations where it isn't as easy and they can't accept themselves as much as others. But he was basically belittling me and making me feel like an absolute alien or a freak or something, which isn't okay. I am here for people who have difficult surroundings and difficult coming out stories, but never make me feel like I need to be back in a box, back in the closet, hidden away. I'm your dirty little secret. It was never gonna work. Like, I said to him, leave me alone. My brother came home and I cried all night because I was so tired. I was tired of worrying about it. I was tired of worrying about what he'd think of me. So then basically I went back onto Plenty of Fish like a bit after, and I put on saying, I wear makeup, I am a boy in makeup, I am who I am. If you don't like that, then please do not contact me, do not speak to me. I put that on, and then I put a photo of me without makeup on as well, so that people could see me with and without my makeup. And then I got a message from Paul, which is my boyfriend, and he texted me saying like, hi, what are you up to? I said, I'm sitting here with my friends, which I was at the time, and he was like, oh, I'll leave you to it then. I said, no, I'll speak to you. He said, no, I'll leave you to it. So I thought, oh, he's gonna like run off now, like I'm not gonna hear from him again. Then I think it was the next day, he texted me again and we started to speak. From the get-go, I knew he was different. I knew he was treating me so well, like over messages. He wasn't being inappropriate. Like, I knew the second someone would message me, it would only take about 10 messages before you would get, the D-pic and all that stuff. But it wasn't like that with him. Like, and I loved that. I loved that he respected me even without really knowing me. I said to him, like, I don't want no one-night stand. I don't want no dirty secret business. And he was like, no, I want a relationship as well. And at the time, I was 17. I had to admit to him that I wasn't 18. I was in fact 17. He was 20 at the time, and he said, okay, that's fine, like, I don't have a problem. I said, I don't either about your age. Basically, we were talking and FaceTiming, and I was falling so much for him. Like, I fall for him every day. Cringy, I know, but I do. He was like, do you want to meet? And I was like, yeah. So we were like, should we do this? Should we do this? Should we do this? Meet here, do this? And I got scared. I got so scared, and I like freaked out, and I stopped messaging him. Like, I stopped messaging him, which is so bad, and I feel forever guilty for it. Like, I feel guilty now to this day, because he was like, do you not want to meet me? Like, everywhere I say, you say no. Every time I say I'm not in uni, you say you're busy. Like, I'm getting a feeling you don't want to meet me. And it broke my heart because I really did, but I was so scared. Like, I was genuinely so scared. We stopped speaking for a week, and I thought, I'm not gonna hear from him. It's done, like, I've ruined it. After I stopped speaking to someone, I would block them straight away, whereas I didn't with him because he hadn't done anything to me. And then a week later, I was making a brew, and he texted me saying hi, and I thought, whoa, like, he is really into me. Not in like a vain way, but it made me feel special because he didn't give up on me. And I did want to speak to him, I did want to meet him, I did want to be with him, but I was frightened. I was only 17, I had never been with a boy, I had never experienced my first kiss, I had never had anything. And that night he said, I love you. Aww. Yeah, I know. And I didn't say it back because I was so I was so shocked, and I couldn't believe someone had said that to me. Like, it was crazy. And basically I did say it shortly after, like the day after or something, and I did feel guilty for that, but I didn't know how to handle my emotions back then. And anyway, from then on, we, spoke and we met, and now, like I said, we have been together for 3 years, and I love him so much. He is the man of my dreams. He loves me for me completely, unconditionally. He loves me in my makeup. He loves me out of my makeup. He likes my nails. He doesn't care whether they're on or not. Like, not in a thingy way, but he likes me to be me. And for me to be, you know, authentically myself, and that to me is so, so special. And I think especially after going through so many bad situations and speaking to so many idiots, like, they are two of the main people, but like, I spoke to a lot of horrible people. And you know what blows my mind is the LGBT community can sometimes be the biggest haters. Like, people who are gay themselves would belittle me for being myself, for being feminine, for wearing makeup, for wearing, you know, painting my nails or wearing leggings or whatever. And I thought, you know, we are all here trying to be ourselves, and you just, like, you know, belittle me even though you are not that different from me. You know, it would be a mask, no femmes. No femmes. And I hate that. Like, it's about the person and they see you as this thing. Like, I hate being called a twink. I hate the term bear, daddy, whatever you want to say. I hate it because, you know, we say we don't want to be put into a box and be defined, but yet you're putting me because I'm slim and I've got no hair on my body because I shave it off, and like, I shave my face, I wear makeup, so I am a twink. You have boxed me into a box because I am a certain way. So if you're hairy and you're a bit bigger or a bit taller or whatever, you're a bear. Like, no, you are a person, I'm a person, and we can be together. Like, it doesn't matter whether you are a twink or whatever they say about you. You are you, you're a human, and you do not need to be put into, like, a confined box where you are told you are one thing. I get it on my YouTube constantly, like, are you a boy or a girl? Ugh, horrible, disgusting, what are you, like, are you an alien? And I think, whatever. But then to get that from your own, like, you know, community, sometimes it makes you feel like, who's there for me? Like, other than, like, my family, who is there for me? Am I really that bad? If you are like me, and you are feminine, and you wear makeup, or you do drag, or, you know, you have your nails done, or whatever it is, like, whatever you do, and people make you feel like it's wrong, or like you are an embarrassment, or like you need to be a secret because of it, I want you to know that I am walking, living proof of someone who has been through it, and now I am in a happy, loving relationship with someone who completely accepts me, and I'm saying to you that you will find that too. Never ever ever settle for someone who is going to make you feel like you are not normal, that you need to be hidden away and they can't be proud to be with you. If someone isn't proud to show you off or be with you, then I'm sorry, but you say bye boo, because you don't need that. No one deserves to be a dirty secret, to be made to feel like they're not good enough to be on your arm. You want to feel like an absolute god to your partner, like you want to be everything to them. So I guess just look at me, look at everything I've been through. Like, I am different and I'm proud to be different, and I want you to be proud to be different as well. No matter what a guy says to you on Tinder, no matter what a guy says to you on Grindr, Plenty of Fish, you name it, they're not important. Someone will be out there to want you, love you, and like embrace you with everything you are completely. You will meet some frogs. You will meet some horrible, terrible people on these apps or in person. You've got to be strong. I know it's hard. I know you might feel like, oh my god, I've got to be with this person because there's no one else. But there is. I am telling you, like, don't accept it. This video has been in the works for a while and been in my mind for quite a long time after I saw a video by Manny MUA, who is someone I have spoken pretty highly of on my channel, and I have wanted to talk about this situation for so long. Like, I saw a video of his a while ago. I don't watch him anymore. I am unsubscribed. I don't follow him on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere. Like, I am over him. I think he is a terrible role model, to be completely honest. And if you like him, then okay, that's fine. I don't, you know, do what you want, watch who you want. But I saw a video of him where he was getting ready for a date or a hookup. And he was like, I'm wearing a bit less makeup because I want to, like, you know, get down to it or whatever he said. And I don't want the guy to be taken back. And I'm not going to tell him that I'm doing makeup on YouTube or about my career. Like, I don't want him to know in case he doesn't want to, like, get with me. And he was doing his makeup so differently to how he normally does it to suit the way this guy I wanted him to look and be. And I thought, you are really going to sit on your YouTube channel with all of your subscribers, all of your young people who look up to you, who you influence, and tell them that they need to change themselves just to have sex with a stranger or be with someone? No, no, boo-boo. Like, no, no, no. I'm here as a smaller channel telling you that you don't need to do that. And if someone is asking you to wear less makeup, or you feel like you can't tell them that you wear makeup or that your career is in makeup or something considered feminine by people, then I'm sorry, but they ain't for you. And I don't want anyone to have watched that and feel like that's how it's gotta be. That's gotta be my life. I am also a gay man who is going to have to hide that he wears makeup or hide that he does makeup, you know, in career or whatever. Anyway, I think I have rambled on now for long enough, and you guys get the point. So I hope this video was helpful or inspiring, or you took something from it that maybe is useful. And I want you all to be proud to be yourself no matter what. There is someone out there waiting to love you and show you love like you have never seen it before. So be patient, be true to yourself, and I just want you all to find happiness one day. And if you have already found happiness with someone, then girl or boy out there, I am so happy for you. And to anyone out there looking for it, it will happen for you. I am so sure of it. But thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, then please give me a thumbs up, leave me a lovely comment down below. You can talk to me about anything. I don't mind, like, comment anything that you want to talk about. You got a question, ask me. I don't mind. And please click the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a brand new video to YouTube, and of course subscribe. I do make brat style videos and I do make makeup videos. I want to say a massive thank you to all of my new subscribers. My channel is growing still very quickly and I am still very grateful. So thank you all. I love you all. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. How many times do I have to say video? Bye guys.